guys, here with the commentary. This video has a ton of workout footage. I got two workouts pretty much, and you'll see that they are all supersetted, pretty fast-paced workouts. You'll get a reoccurring theme with me that my workouts need to be done fast because I don't have that much time. Anyway, here you see me doing sled suicides. I did 5 sled suicides to start this workout. I wanted to get a nice warm up in my legs, and I didn't have enough time to do cardio and an extensive warm up, so I did sled suicides and foam rolled my legs. I'll probably make another video on that. Here you see me doing leg press. I got 6 plates on each side for 20 reps. This was extremely heavy. I don't know if you'll be able to see in my reactions. There you go. Yeah, you can. I was hurting on this one. So what I did, how I started, I did 4 plates on each side for 20 reps, 5 plates on each side for 20 reps, and then I did 2 sets of 6 plates on each side for 20 reps. This was really heavy, so I was feeling pretty nauseous after that, to be honest. All right, here is it's not technically an actual workout. So this is what I do and the reason why I do it. So it's the trap bar, and I put it on blocks. I kind of treat it as a rack pull and kind of an RDL. So on the way down, I push my hips back and lower the bar through my hips, which contracts my hamstrings. And on the way up, I tighten my lats and pull through my lats, kind of like how you would perform a rack pull. I don't do deadlifts, so this is kind of one of the ways that I make up for it. So I do RDLs almost every single workout, and then I'll do some sort of rack pull to work my upper posterior chain, and then here's the RDLs doing the lower posterior chain. And then I do tons of hamstring and lower back work that you'll see later on in this video. Okay, so here are RDLs. I believe that is 110-pound preloaded bar. I thoroughly enjoy to switch up the style that I use with my RDLs. Here I'm doing a pause at the bottom and then pulling through. So we did 3 sets of 10 pause reps, and I would hold for 2 to 3 seconds at the bottom and then pull up. Yeah, I like doing these. So next thing up is the leg extension. So big misconception a lot of people have with the leg extension machine is that it is bad for your knees. It is only bad for your knees if you do it incorrectly, which unfortunately is how 90% of us do this, including myself. First probably 10 years of my lifting career, I did leg extensions as heavy as I could possibly go and as fast as I could possibly go with these herky-jerky motions and these movements. So what you want to do is you want to make sure the weight's not too heavy, and you want to control the movement. If you see here, I mean, I'm going a little fast just because I'm doing a drop set, but I'm still controlling it. I'm not thrusting it all the way up and coming all the way down. I'm keeping the range of motion real short and keeping constant tension on my quads. And you can tell by my reactions, this is extremely painful. A deep burn. So what I'm doing here is 3 sets of 20 reps and immediately picking up the weight, doing 15 reps, and then picking up the weight and doing 10 reps. So I did that for 3 sets, and it was brutal. Absolutely brutal. This machine here, if you guys have never seen it before, it is a glute ham raise, a GHR. It is excellent for your posterior chain, your calves, hamstring, glutes, and lower back. I use it primarily and I focus on my hamstrings. So when I drop my knees down, I pull up, I'm pulling through my hamstrings. If you've never used this machine before, man, this thing really works and really isolates on, I mean, you can isolate a couple different muscle groups, but I really focus on my hamstrings. You can tell by the way I'm walking that my legs are sore. This workout took about 40 minutes, which should have taken me about an hour and a half, but I had a client, so I had to hurry up and get this workout out of the way. and man, was I hurting. I was nauseous for about 2 hours after this workout. All right, so what we got here is a reverse hyper. This is very good for your lower back. This machine saved my lower back. I have a very bad lower back, and I started using this a lot, and it really helped. Here, I've never recorded myself doing the reverse hyper. When I thrust my head down like that, I'm stretching my spine. I feel more of a, I feel working a lot more in my lower back. I didn't know how silly I looked. I muted this video because it was early in the morning here. I was tired and the TV was on in the background and you really couldn't hear me. But I still wanted to show you guys what I look like at 180.1 pounds. Pretty much what I'm saying in this video is just what I had to eat the day before, what my macros were. And it was 2,700 calories, about 350 grams of carbs, 170 grams of protein, and I think 68 grams of fat is what I am saying. All right, so this workout is a shoulder and tricep workout. I started doing the shoulders and triceps on the same day a couple of weeks ago. Reason being was it's kind of what was left over after the whole week. Like I did all the body parts, and it was the weekend, and I went ahead and did shoulders and triceps on the same day, and ended up really liking it. Really liking the pump that I got from it, and also just the supersets that I did with the supersetting shoulders and triceps. So I decided to stick with it. All right, so what you're seeing here is a shoulder complex. I call it the flex complex. And the main reason why I do it is to warm up the shoulders and get it ready for some work. I do this not only myself, but all my clients on any upper body day and on shoulder days. This will just be my first set. And what it is 10 front delt raises, 10 side delt raises, 10 rear delt flies, and then 10 flapper do's and flapper don'ts. Um, I That's what I call them. I don't know what to call these. What you're seeing right now, where I go out, up, out, and down. And I one day was joking around and calling them flapper do's and flapper don'ts, and they just stuck. If you guys have a better name for it, let me know. But I'm gonna keep calling them flapper do's and flapper don'ts. Um, but so make sure if you're doing that, you use lightweight. Don't go heavyweight. Those were 10s, I believe, and I did 3 sets of 10 with those 10s. All right, so since I did shoulders first, second workout was a tricep workout. I call these flex extension. It's a modified skull crusher. See, on the way down, I flip my palms towards my face, and on the way up, I twist it. Again, use lighter weight on this. You don't want to be twisting and turning using heavy weight. I believe those were 30s. I did 10 reps, and then I drop set it down to 20 reps with 15s, I believe. So I did half the weight that I was using. It might have been 25 and 15. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But so the original one, the first set with the heavier weight where you only do 10 reps, I do 10 flex extensions, nice and controlled. And then the drop set, I just do 20 regular skull crushers. And believe me, you will definitely feel it in your triceps. Whenever I'm working out, which this brings me to my next point. Whenever I'm working out small muscles, and when I say by small muscles, like your delts, triceps, biceps, calves, like these smaller muscles, not the chest or quads or hamstrings or back. I really like to do a lot of volume, tons and tons of volume with lower weight. This way you can do a lot more time under tension without stressing the joints too much. Every time that I will go really heavy on triceps or biceps or shoulders, I always get pain somewhere, either in my elbows, wrist, or shoulders. And once I switched up to these high volume workouts, it really started to help out, ease the pain. So I go through these workouts pretty much pain free. And as far as how my muscles react, they've been looking pretty good. Now I am getting leaner, so obviously my muscles are going to look better when I'm lean. But I feel like they are getting bigger, or at least maintaining size.
You see a little bit of striations in the delts. I'm very excited for when I get lean to see what I look like. All right, so the workout before was a tricep lateral raise. So I do 3 sets of 10 in a row. I believe I did 20, 25, and 30 pounds, 10, 10, 10. My form wasn't perfect. If you were looking at it, I was doing very short range of motion. I was keeping the tension constantly in my delts. And when you do that tricep, it burns real bad. So towards the last one, I was swinging a little bit. That's fine as long as you're experienced. If you're a beginner, you don't have to use these advanced techniques like a tricep or a drop set or supersets just yet. But if you're an advanced lifter, you've been lifting for a few years. Me, about over 15 years now, I've been lifting weights. I got to mix it up every now and then. Okay, next up was the tricep extension. This was a drop set. I did 20 reps, increased the weight, 15 reps, increased the weight, and 10 reps. Did 3 sets of that. To disagree with what I'm doing here, all this high volume. I believe I did I did 4 to 6 sets of each one of these for 4 sets of shoulders, 4 sets of triceps. And a lot of people say that's too much volume. Something that we need to realize is that you need to work out the way you want to, what you like doing. And I like doing a lot of sets. Some people say splitting up these body parts, quote unquote, a bro split is the most beneficial for you for muscle gain. And my response to that is, what's more beneficial, working out or not working out? Because if I had to do push pull every single day, I probably want to work out because I don't like doing it. I like separating my body parts and being able to do a back day and a chest day and a leg day. It's just the way that I like working out, and I'm going to get more benefit from that because I'm going to do it more consistently. Same thing with cardio, and pretty much anything when it comes to fitness is what can you do the most efficient and the most consistent, and you should stick to that. All right, so here are upright rows. So if you guys have shoulder pains when you do upright rows, try widening your grip. So I get my grip almost shoulder length apart and get a slight tilt forward so where it activates my traps. As you can see, my traps popping out here. And I did a drop set with this as well. I did 10 reps and then drop setted into 20 reps. Overhead overhead tricep extensions with the dumbbells is another one of those exercises that if I go too heavy with, I'm going to have severe elbow pain. So what I do is, because I really like activating the triceps with that overhead position, with these overhead extensions, is I just lighten the weight and I do a superset, surprise, surprise. So here I did 50 pounds for 10 with a pause at the bottom, and then supersetted it with a drop set of, I believe that's 25 pounds for 20 reps with a pause at the bottom. You can see coming all the way down, hold in, and then pressing up. Um, Obviously, I really like doing supersets. We've talked about this, kind of beating a dead horse here. But I used to do 110 pounds with these. I used to do overhead tricep extensions with 110-pound dumbbells, and I thought I was the coolest kid in town. And all it did was destroy my elbows, and I didn't really get that good of tricep definition, but I got really strong. So it really depends on what your goals are. All right, so here we got delt flies, and I'm supersetting these with shrugs. I overwork my rear delts. You see the big, thick, long muscle there in the back, next to my traps, below my shoulder. That's your rear delt, an extremely important muscle because that muscle will pull your shoulders back into its natural position. And so many of us overtrain our front delts, so make sure you do a lot of rear delts. I pretty much do rear delts almost every single day. I love working out my rear delts, and to be honest, I probably work them out way too much. But it helps my shoulders a lot. And then this next one coming up are bench dips. I don't do regular dips on with bars. They hurt my elbows, shoulders, and wrists. So instead, I go and do the bench dips, and I do a very short range of motion. Your shoulder is not made to hyperextend to 90 degrees like most of us will do when we do an actual dip on the bars. We'll go way too far down, and what happens is once you pass that natural range of motion, you will rotate your actual shoulder, and that's all tendons and stuff you're messing with there. So I don't go that low. As you see here, I'm doing quarter reps pretty much, but constant tension on the tricep. Give this a try. It will burn really bad. All right, so we're getting towards the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. I probably won't do as much commentary as I did in this video in future videos. I'm going to start showing you guys what I eat every day, what my meal plans look like, and the reason behind them, and then go over a little more description of workouts with actual footage. So get excited for that, and comment below if there's anything else you would like to see. But I appreciate it, guys. I'll see you next time.